when you consider what America is right now, I kind of look at it like, especially when it comes to racism. I feel like racism has always been something that has been taught. It's not something that you're born with. So I have to kind of compare it to the children of Israel in the Bible. I don't know if any of the people have read the Bible that deep, but Moses had to take the children of Israel out of Egypt and take them to the promised land. And they were always murmuring and complaining. So God was like, you know what? I'm gonna just have you guys walking in circles in the wilderness until y'all die off. And then the kids that don't know about your ways will be able to go into Jericho. That's how I feel America is. I feel like the old people that are in control and are in power need to die off. And saying that in a respectful way in terms of where we are as a country and as a people. We need new minds. We need a new society in terms of where we are as humans. Hip hop has helped in race relations. If it was up to me, I would just have a lot of everybody together, you know what I'm saying? I would want the blacks and the whites together and doing this and doing that, and it just feels like it's all over the place. And you know, people, all I know is that the older people need to die off. Now that, you know, the races are starting to grow in population, I feel like more mixed races are going to start coming up, and a lot of the racism that we experienced is different from the racism of people that experienced in the 60s, and which is different from the people that experienced in the 20s and the 1800s. I feel like our grandchildren are probably not gonna experience it as much because they're growing up in a completely different era, you know? So hopefully we'll be alive to see that day, but as of now, we're just gonna have to have the tough skin. I'm kinda glad Trump is in office, because now the curtain is pulled back. You can see what America's thinking. Everybody who voted for him. Hillary won, what, like 52% of the vote, popular vote, and he won like 48%. That's still a lot of people. So half of the country still has that mindset of racism and bigotry and disgusting values and morals in terms of when it comes to women and classism and things of that nature. Anti-feminism, all of these things. I feel like when our grandchildren are here, that number is probably gonna drop down to 35%, because I'm pretty sure in the 80s and the 70s, that number was, if Hillary and Trump would have ran, it would have probably been a higher number for Trump, 70% potentially. So I think we are making strides, it's just at a turtle pace in terms of where racism and these things are in the country.